Welcome back, readers and writers. Oh my goodness. I have the book in my hand because I want to read to you. I'm thinking about readers. This is a beautiful book that will help us understand a little bit about relatable characters and using specific word choices. It's a poetry book, but this is why poetry works because they
Yeah.
are really tight with the words they use. This one's
Mm.
called It Was All for You. It was all for you. It always was all for you. And that's it.
Wow.
Powerful. A woman who
So
lost
powerful.
her husband after 50 some years of marriage, and she's still
Aw.
him. I'm going to read only the first verse here. Had this formidable matriarch really been the runaway child bride all those many years ago? How could anyone know?
Aw. See,
Um,
like the poem itself is really powerful, but then when you tell the story behind the poem, then it even brings it more in focus, the emotion.
yes.
Because then you have some context to why it was written.
Yeah.
And sometimes the why is almost more important than the words that were said, you
Exactly.
know?
So what we want to do here as we're writing our stories or our memoirs or whatever it is that we're dealing with, we want to make characters that are relatable. So you
Yes.
can relate to that couple that's been in love
Yes.
for so many years, right?
Yeah, and you have to give, like you were saying earlier, like give them flaws. Like we have to give them
Yes,
flaws so that you
yes,
can relate to the character. You can create empathy and compassion for the character. Like as soon as you told me that woman lost her husband, I'm just thinking of, my 31 years with my husband, and I'm like, oh, I couldn't imagine.
exactly. And talking about flaws, listen to I carry your heart like a deep cut diamond, facets piercing my chest, ever turning, reflecting on our joys and our sorrows.
Oh,
And so, what words she's chosen? I mean, a diamond, the hardest rock you can
well,
find.
also a wedding ring. She probably took it off too.
Yeah. Yeah. So we want them to have vulnerabilities. We want our
Mhm.
characters to have weaknesses and because that way they can connect to the reader can connect to the motivations and desire, right?
Yeah, and I think that's like a really intriguing part of like being a writer is you get to create these characters. And a lot of times we are so focused on what they want that we forget like the why. Like why do
Mm.
they want that? Like what's really propelling them emotionally, not just the physical needs or desires, but
Yeah.
like what are they missing inside themselves that they're seeking, you know?
Yeah.
What kind of damage has been done or what's been lacking, what lacks in their life.
Nice word, lax, which segues beautifully, Nick, into specific word choices. Don't
Yes.
use cliches, please, 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 unless you have a character who only speaks in cliches. Then that
Yes.
becomes funny, right?
I mean, I think I find it fun to take cliches and put them on their head. So I sometimes I look for cliches and then just like put a little twist to it,
Ah,
like I find that fun.
hmm.
So, but not, it can be overdone. Like you have to select the right one to do. And it can only be like one in your 94,000 word novel.
Oh, thank you. Yes, agree with that. So we're going to use vivid language, right? Choose
Yes.
good
Active,
words.
active, active words.
Yeah,
Use active words. Words that
exactly.
really propel, and have force and have, these are all words that have force, strength and power. So yes, for sure.
Don't leave it for a couple of days or a week and come back. Read it out loud and see. I mean, listen as you're seeing it.
Yeah.
Not the right word, or could you have a stronger word choice?
Yes. Yes.
Reading
And
aloud.
not all the words have to be that way because you
Yeah.
do, normal everyday ordinary words do have their purpose because you don't want to overwhelm your reader.
No, but we're talking about the emotional parts. You
Yes.
cannot have a
Yeah.
book that's 100% all emotional. You'll lose your reader because they can't
Yeah.
breathe. They can't breathe anymore. And talking about not breathing, I can't breathe because we're done. Minutes are up. So come
The
back.
part 4 is
Oh,
coming up soon.
love you. Bye.
Yeah.